Hi again, I am Gail of 876 Documents, and in my previous video, or a previous video, I talked about that I was born in St. Thomas, Jamaica, and then I was living in St. Elizabeth after my mom took us there as babies. And I actually went to school there, Barbara Hall Primary School in St. Elizabeth. And my time in the country has been one of the best times of my life, or the best times of my life. We used to go to the country every holiday as soon as schools closed, and we would stay for the entire summer. You know how it is if you had relatives in the country. As soon as it's holiday, you get shipped off to the country to your grandparents, and that's what happened for us. Um, when we landed, all the cousins would come around, and all the friends and all the little boys we used to like, and everybody would hear that we came because we're coming from town. And so the older cousins would come and they would offer to bring us fruits the next day. But the best part of living, if you live in Jamaica, you know this. But if you don't live in Jamaica, there are fruits everywhere. Like where I used to live, or where I grew up in St. Elizabeth, we had mango tree in our yard. We had a sweet sop tree. But then you could go bush. And when we go bush, we eat everything. There was the plum, and then there was another plum, and there was June plum. And there were so many different types of mango: black mango, hairy mango, Julie mango, robin mango, number 11 mango. All the mangoes except East Indian. That was my favorite mango. And we used to stone the mangoes. And they would just drop on the ground and grab it. I would bite one mango. And when we're halfway through, we dash that one and would stone one next mango. And we would roam for hours all through all of these bushes. We had no idea whose land we were on, but we was walking through the bushes. We threw stones, we picked mangoes, we got under wire fence, makajukwe. Oh my God. That was the most amazing time. And then at nighttime, we used to have this really tall grass over by where we call the common. If you grew up in the country and you have this big wide open space, you know what's called the common. And we would go in the common and the grass was as tall as us because we were kids. And we would play hide and seek in the grass. We couldn't find each other. But if you ever played hide and seek in the grass, you know you live to regret it when you went to take a shower. You would know there would be so much itching. And then on top of that, when you went to sleep, from all the fruits you ate all day, you get colic. And the pit latrine was outside. And you had to like carry either the lamp, if your grandmother let you carry the lamp, or you light a bottle torch. We used to mostly light the bottle torch and try not to try not to fall in the pit. If every day now I think about that pit and I wonder to myself, how did we use this pit with a wooden floor and we did not fall through? But when I tell you, having those experiences in my life were so amazing and is amazing. When I started college in the US, I wrote a paper on childhood and adolescence. So childhood and adolescence as a life stage. And I talked about how growing up in St. Elizabeth, the kids did everything. I mean, if you didn't grow up in the country, you might have been spoiled a little bit. You might not know what it was like. But in the country, I had to plant crops with my grandmother. I collect the wood for cooking. I had to go get the water. And I'm talking, I was little. I am 5'4", and I am like 135, maybe 139 pounds. So I was very little when I was a child. But the amount of wood I carry upon my head and the amount of water I have to truck from the pipe or from the well for come out of the house. But all of that taught me so much that I use in college, I use in life. And to this day, that is bringing joy to my life still. I don't know if that's why I love nature or I love the country because I already love nature, but I love nature so much. I love the trees, I love the rain, I love the sun, I love whatever nature brings. I love it. I hope that at some point in my adult life, I get to go back to the country, whether I live in the US or I live in Jamaica, to set up my house and have a little piece of land where I can plant some fruits and maybe have some chickens. I live for that right now. I am Gail. Thank you for taking this trip with me down memory lane. Have a nice day.